Are you looking for the best metal detector? In this video, we will look at some of the best metal detectors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1, the dream of finding buried treasure is compelling, but the reality of metal detecting is that you mostly find trash, and you spend a lot of time doing it. This may be the sort of repetitive, mainly solitary activity you intrinsically enjoy, or it may bore you to tears. It's best to figure that out before dropping a not insignificant chunk of change on a metal detector of your own. So before you buy one, try to find a local club or store that will help you go on a trial hunt or two with an experienced detectorist. If the bug catches you, you'll know it. And at that point, we'd say the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus is the absolute best metal detector for a newcomer to the sport. Though it was introduced only in early 2020, the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus has already developed a stellar reputation among detectorists, and for good reason. It boasts features that no other detector in its price range offers, and these features make the Simplex Plus easier to use and more versatile. So first-timers will find this detector simpler to master and less frustrating to work with. Among those features, the Simplex Plus is fully waterproof, so it's safe to use on the beach, in the surf, and even underwater. Several mode settings, for a beach, park, or field, help filter out background noise. We found no other similarly equipped detectors in this price range. Its display, essentially the command center, is larger and more readable than most, and it can be backlit for legibility at dusk or on nighttime hunts. The Simplex Plus is more comfortable to hold than many others, which is a big advantage on hours-long detecting trips. And its user manual is thorough, instructing not only how to use the machine but also how to fine-tune it to maximize performance in varying conditions. The art of metal detecting takes a fair bit of time to learn, but, as its name suggests, the Simplex Plus makes it easier than the other machines we tested. Number 2. Experience extreme depth and performance in all terrains with the Garrett Pro, the perfect metal detector for land and underwater detection. This Garrett brand model is designed to meet all of your treasure hunting needs. Includes exclusive metaldetector.com free bonus items shown in the main photo above. Be sure to read our guide comparing the Garrett Pro, at Gold and at Max metal detectors. Garrett Pro for land and water metal detecting. Discover the Garrett Pro all-terrain metal detector, perfect for finding coins, jewelry and relics on land, on beaches and even underwater. Garrett has finally answered the question that so many treasure hunters ask: which one detector can I buy for land and water use? The new Garrett Pro is an affordable hobby metal detector that does it all. Treasure seekers can successfully use this metal detector just about anywhere. Michael Burnsweg, Detector Electronics Corp. The IT Pro is an all-terrain detector that can be used on land and underwater to a maximum depth of 10 feet, but the stock headphones that come with it are not waterproof and cannot be submerged. If you plan to submerge your headphones to retrieve underwater objects, you'll need to buy waterproof headphones separately, which is what I did. This metal detector isn't complicated to use, but it does take a few treasure hunts to learn the various settings and audio tones for different targets. Once you understand the settings and learn the ins and outs, this metal detector is a coin magnet. To maximize depth and find deep coins, I always metal detect in Pro Zero mode and use the iron discrimination feature only in dirt with a lot of trash. The stock coil is capable of detecting metal to a depth of 10 inches, according to the specs, but I've recovered larger objects 12 inches deep. The search depth depends on the size of the object. With proper ground balancing, the coil will find large metal objects buried deep, but small objects deeper than 10 inches might go undetected. Most of the old coins I find are 6 to 8 inches in the ground. The best way to find deep silver coins with this metal detector is to crank up the volume on the headphones, swing slowly, and listen for faint high tones. Number 3. Traveling around Australia, you get to visit some amazing country. Whether it's the vast interior with its red soils and ancient ranges, the endless coastline of white sands and deep blue seas, or the alpine bush areas, Australia is a treasure chest of wonders for the eyes and the soul. Lying beneath this beauty is a treasure of a more economic nature. Gold, money, jewelry, and valuable fragments of human history lie just beneath the surface of almost all this country, and it's all out there for you to find. You just need one thing to find it: a metal detector. Like many other travelers, I had long considered getting a metal detector to take with us on our adventures. The idea of going out for a long walk somewhere, swinging the coil around and unearthing a few valuables really appealed to me. If we were able to make a little money from our finds along the way, all the better. The problem was trying to decide which metal detector to buy from the hundreds of different models available. It seemed like a nearly impossible choice. Until now. You see, I'm no expert in the field of metal detectors. I used to think, it's all just metal, right? Why would one metal detector be any better than another? What's the difference between a $100 detector and one that costs $3,000? A little research and talking to some enthusiasts, and I quickly found the answer. Essentially, there are two types of metal detectors: those that are designed to find coins and other metal relics, and those specifically designed to find gold nuggets. The reasons for this and the technology behind it can fill a book, but essentially, it has to do with the highly mineralized soil in which gold nuggets are found, plus the hardware required to find them that is built into these specialized detectors is extremely expensive. Now, if you plan to go and take out a mining lease in a secret location somewhere in the many vast gold fields of this continent and make a living finding and selling gold, then I highly recommend you spend the money on a specialized gold detector. Otherwise, a good coin and treasure detector will most likely satisfy your needs. The problem for me was I didn't want to exclude gold nugget prospecting completely from my fossicking activities. I wanted a metal detector that could do both, and I didn't want to spend a mega fortune doing so. This seemed an impossibility until Minelab, a name synonymous with metal detectors, released the Equinox 800. The Equinox 800 is as close to the ultimate metal detector for the traveling enthusiast as you are ever likely to find. It is extremely easy to use, it sports the latest technology, and it will find coins, relics, and, most importantly, gold nuggets. Using the Equinox 800 is dead easy. Switch it on, perform a simple noise cancellation, select the environment you're in, and start detecting. You will find stuff immediately. Most of it will be junk. Aluminium cans, ring pulls, and bottle tops are everywhere, and constantly digging up this rubbish can quickly put you off the hobby. But you will soon learn to read the display of the Equinox 800 and be able to identify various targets without having to dig them up. On my first outing on a nearby beach, I found a few coins and an old pendant. The next time I went to a small park after New Year's celebrations, and in less than an hour, I found more than $10 in gold coins. Just about every time I've gone out with the Equinox 800, I've found money in jewelry.